it's Julia from Behind the Fame, and we're here with Nathan Darmody, also known as IWXO, and we're going to do our interview. Okay, how did you come up with the name IWXO?
I came up with the name. It was totally, it was so spontaneous, and it was so like all of a sudden when it came to me. I knew I had to come up with the name, because I knew I was going solo last year, and I was driving up to LA, and I thought it'd be cool to have something kind of long term. Love's like forever, and love's long term. And I thought of combining letters and all these mixes and matches and everything like that, and I thought of doing something that incorporated love and me as a person and something that everyone can relate to. And I thought of IWXO, which stands for I'm with love, and it's cool. So I came up with it.
Cool. What is your favorite song you've written?
My favorite song I've wrote was probably Love Wasted.
Favorite. How did you come up with ideas for your songs?
I can see you now. That's so cool. You have the coolest room.
Thank you. I did it all myself.
Super rad. Oh, I see the All-Star Weekend poster in the top right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I also have my ceiling painted with the logo and the little cards that I got with the VIP thing.
Hey, super rad.
Yeah.
So the question was, how do I come up with ideas for my songs, right?
Yeah.
I come up with ideas for my songs, obviously from personal experiences, kind of things that I'm going through emotionally. I definitely want to write something that's relevant and something that people can relate to. Love is obviously a very broad topic, but for me, it's all about taking generic topics and intertwining it, making it not only relatable, but making it unique.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the songwriting process is so different for so many people, but I think that generally people try to take generic concepts and kind of make it their own, and hopefully someone out there can relate to it.
What is it like playing shows as a solo artist rather than a band?
It's a lot different. I'm not gonna lie. I was way more nervous than playing with the group because it was outside of my comfort zone completely. I don't have a whole group backing me, and as far as making mistakes goes, if you make one, all eyes are on you, and mistakes always happen, and that's something you can't really predict or stray away from. You just pray that you give it your best and give it your all. And I think that was the thing for me is out of my comfort zone, just being there with just me and the guitar and the microphone and the songs I wrote, and you hope someone out there loves it and someone out there digs it. And if not, you know what? You gave your best, and you keep going and keep moving forward.
Okay. Out of the instruments you play, what is your favorite?
That's an awesome question. I love guitar, obviously. I would say though, aside from that, piano. I love using piano for songwriting. It's a great songwriting tool. But bass, as far as getting super funky and super groovy, and expressing myself musically, I think bass really brings the best out of me.
What is your favorite things about your fans?
Favorite things about my fans. I think it's so cool that you can connect with people, for one, over social networks. And, I'm not touring right now. And, bands aren't always touring, 365 days a year. And so when you're not, you get to connect with fans, on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and in any which way. I think it's so cool that I connect with fans, in Singapore, in Europe, and then fans are so willing to go the extra mile for you and to support you, and just love your music, and just send good positive vibes towards you. And artists can't be anything without the support of fans. And it's like you can't really. It's hard to grow up with your family. You know what I mean? So as an artist without fans, you don't have that family, you don't have that love, you don't have that connection. You're kind of playing the note. And so, what I mostly like about fans is that they're there, they're highly devoted, and they're willing to do anything for you.
You're in I don't know if it's a few days, but you're playing a show on the Resolution Tour. Are you excited about that?
Oh man, I'm so excited. Yeah, I got an email from Anthony from Action Item. And I'm like, oh yeah, they're coming through my neck of the woods. And they email me. I'm like, well, this is gonna be big. This is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be my first LA show by myself, as far as playing an actual venue. I did some open mics there, but it's really cool. And the week before, I'm actually doing a show on my own. It's gonna be my first show on my own in San Diego at the Epicenter. And so it's perfect timing. I get to play for some San Diego fans. I get to play for some LA fans, and it's gonna be great practice for me. And I'm extremely thankful.
What are the perks of being a solo artist?
The perks of being a solo artist, I mean, you have complete freedom. So you have you complete true freedom. You can do whatever you want. Um, as far as you get to songwrite whenever you want. You get to make your own decisions. You get to go at your own pace. There's a lot of space. There's more room to breathe, more room to think. And it's you as far as improvising and being spontaneous. Performing, it's the greatest because you go at your own pace and you kind of just get to. It's all you, all on you, and it's no one knows you more than yourself. Even other bandmates in a band. But that's just where I am right now. I'm just kind of playing just me and a guitar and singing. And it won't be like that forever, but it kind of rocks, you know what I mean? Because you get to do whatever you want. You get to take the set wherever you want to take the set. And then it's completely up to you from there.
You recently traveled to Thailand. How was that?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was like complete culture shock, no doubt. I mean, it felt good because I was away from, my phone, my computer, social networks a little. I took a little time away from that. It's very quiet. The area is great. The people are really, really friendly, extremely friendly, at least where I was. And I noticed there's so many stray dogs and stray cats all over the place. And there's like monks not wearing any shoes. And it's like super clean, but then it kind of smells like New York a little, like doesn't smell too good. And then I don't and the majority of the people, don't really speak English, but they're super friendly. And like usually they'll say yes or no, and don't really get into like a big conversation because they don't really speak your language. But it was fun because it's something I've always wanted to do. I think a lot of people love to go to Thailand or any place like that. And it just I got to step out of my comfort zone for a little and just enjoy peacefulness.
Other than the shows you have in California, do you have any other touring plans?
Touring plans. I have nothing set in stone. I'd like to go on a tour. This summer would be awesome, or the winter. But I have a couple of bands I like to tour with that could be potentially realistic, but nothing's on the roster yet. I'll probably be playing more shows in San Diego and LA, and then hopefully booking some living room parties, which would be awesome.
So I have a couple random ones. What is your favorite thing about the 90s?
Oh man, that's the greatest question. My favorite thing about the 90s, I can't really pinpoint it as an individual thing. I love the music that was on the radio in the 90s. I'd always fall asleep to the like 933, channel 933, a local station in San Diego, because they always play the best songs. I love the music. I love the shows. I feel like the 90s had the greatest shows. The style was awesome. Everyone would be wearing like flannels and like just like ripped up jeans. It's just a good period. Like the early 90s, yeah, definitely.